Here's an interview from one of our past shows on Rock and Metal Revival. If you're interested in hearing full shows, go to our Facebook page and check out our list of affiliates for times and places where you can hear Rock and Metal Revival.
There's the latest single from Saxon called There's Something in Roswell from the new album Hellfire and Damnation. And with us today we welcome back to the show Saxon main man, Biff-Byford. How you doing, Biff?
I'm doing good, thank you. Good to be there with you.
Now, the latest single, There's Something in Roswell, did that song come out of an interest in aliens, or is it more just a sci-fi story?
Well, I like conspiracy theories, and sort of Roswell is a big conspiracy theory, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Was there a crash? Was there a balloon? Was it a UFO? Was it a rocket? Was it a plane? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like, they're interesting conspiracy theories, so, yeah. I mean, Roswell is ground zero for most UFO enthusiasts. You know, all that Area 51 mysterious places all grew up around Roswell. So, yeah, it's an interesting thing to sing about.
Definitely. And the video for it, there's some really creepy and interesting alien pictures of aliens and aircraft and stuff. Where'd that stuff come from? Well,
the guys that did the video, sussed a lot of it. I think a lot of it is generated, from punching something into a computer and that image comes up. I just think that they're obviously not real photographs. They're made-up photographs, but I think it works really cool.
Yeah, definitely.
I like the alien on the end that looks into the camera. It's like
yeah, definitely
really spooky. But,
yeah.
I mean, it's a good song. I mean, UFOs and metal music, they should go together, really. It's a good subject to sing about,
Yeah, definitely. Now, do you ever feel constrained by by trying to keep it into a song format and stuff? Ever think about doing like a concept album or something like that? I mean...
No, not really. I just started up with that hook. There's something in Roswell, and then, I wanted the first line, fire in the sky over New Mexico, and then it just goes from there, really. I mean, once you have the music, the song writes itself, really, if you keep control of it, and, you can, try and write the lyrics to fit the song. It's pretty good fun, actually.
Yeah. Now, you sound great on the album. You still got that great scream, and your vocal delivery is just as strong as ever. Now, your storytelling is top-notch as usual. Where do you get your subject matter? Is it from books or old movies?
Everywhere, really. History, I read a lot of books and things, watch a lot of TV articles, and I watch a lot of documentaries and stuff all over the place. So, I'm always thinking of ideas and, stuff from the past and stuff from the present. So, yeah, always thinking of ideas, always songwriting, always...
Nice.
Always motivated, to come up with another great song, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, let's see, what did you use to make that UFO sound at the beginning of the song? Because
it's an old echo machine called an Echoplex.
Oh.
So it's a bit of a sort of 70s, 80s thing there. It's like an echo machine. You can move the head so it makes a noise, so it sounds like it's going faster. So it's a pretty cool piece of kit that everybody used to use back in the day.
Oh, yeah. Now, so now Paul Quinn isn't touring with you? Was he on the album at all? Or is this
Yeah, I played a couple of solos on the album.
Okay.
We were writing it pretty quickly in summer of last year. So he wasn't around when we wrote the album, which is a bit sad, but that's just how things play out sometimes. And, so he went down and did a couple of solos. So yeah, he's still involved with the band. He just stepped back. He's not really, he doesn't really want to go on tour and play hard rock, heavy metal anymore. He's relaxing and playing blues music, which is what he wants to do. So that's pretty cool.
Well, you do got a pretty vigorous touring schedule. I mean, I see going through them, I saw a lot of dates that were like three days in a row and stuff. That's got to be hard on the vocals after a while.
Yeah, there's a couple of 6 in a row as well.
Yeah.
But, it is hard, but you have to sort of try and pace yourself and relax, between shows and not get too crazy with the with the partying and the drinking and the shouting and you know what I mean, just generally try to relax a bit. It's very difficult when you're on a rock and roll tour because the adrenaline is running high.
Yeah.
But, just try and cool it a little bit on those 6 in a row shows. You know what I mean?
I bet. Now, how is Brian Tatler working out from Diamond Head? He replaced Paul in the...
Yeah, he's doing great. I mean, the fans love him. We did about 20 festivals in summer, and we went to South America a few weeks ago. So yeah, I mean, the fans really like him. He's a legend.
Yeah.
Like Paul, he's legendary in the metal scene. So it's a great replacement because he's from the same era. He's from the early 80s like we are. So
yeah,
it fits in well, really. I think people are going to enjoy his guitar playing. I mean, he co-wrote a couple of songs with us. So, he's actually contributed to the album.
Awesome. Now, you guys are coming to Milwaukee in May, which is going to be beautiful weather compared to what we got here now. Do you like touring in, like, the cold?
Well, we take it as it comes, really. I mean, we tour Europe a lot in winter, so we're used to the snow and the cold. I mean, you just have to, not spend too much time in it, really, because that can really mess you up. But, yeah, we're pretty used to it. We're from England. It's a cold place most of the time. So, I mean, Milwaukee, probably not much difference, really, between the weather in Milwaukee and the weather in England, I wouldn't have thought.
Ah, yeah, that's true. Now, what songs from the new album do you think will be making the set list for the live shows?
I think definitely we'll have 6 or 7 songs on the set list, but definitely Hellfire Damnation, something in Roswell, possibly Madame Guillotine, Fire and Steel. I mean, we haven't made our minds up yet. We'll wait and see, because it only got released, this week, so we'll wait and see what the fans think, what their favourite songs are, and I'll be asking soon on Facebook what people's favourite songs are and what would you like us to play in the set list. So we'll include our fans in the final choice, I think.
Well, that makes it a little easier than trying to do it on your own. I mean,
it's good to get people's comments on it and what they think.
Yeah,
everybody's really loving the album at the moment, so I'll give them a week or so, and then I'll ask them some questions.
Nice.
Facebook. Yeah.
Now, in a recent article I read, you said you felt there's a resurgence of metal music. Who are some of your the bands that you feel are leading that resurgence?
I think we're all we're all benefiting from the resurgence of metal, especially the interest in sort of more classic metal. Definitely, it's back. More melodic-based metal music, heavy riffs, melodic vocal is what we are at. I think there's a big interest in that again. You've got some good bands coming up. You've got, Burning Witches and bands like this. They're doing quite well. Yeah. They're getting noticed. I mean, I think it helps everybody, really. I mean, there's plenty of space. It's just at the moment there's a big resurgence in the British metal movement, really, and especially in America, people are really getting into us again. So, which is pretty cool, really. We like it.
Definitely. Now, I love the fact that you're going out on tour with Uriah Heep this year. You both have such a loyal fan base. After all these years, what do you think is the key to keeping those fans and to making a new generation of fans?
Well, I think keep trying to make great albums. I think that's one of the keys. We've had some great albums come out over the last few years, and the consistency of the material, just make sure everything's great and focus, and don't let anything go. Don't change your style too much. People want to hear Saxon, a bit of the old Saxon, a bit of the new Saxon. Uriah Heep been making records quite a lot longer than we have. I think their album came out in 68 to 69 or something, so they have a massive legacy of music. But we're big Uriah Heep fans. We love them, and should be a good package, really. You know?
Oh, yeah,
It'd be
definitely.
more like a 70s, 80s package, I suppose. You know, with us being more 80s and them being more 70s.
Yeah.
Although they did have a couple of hits later on, I think, in the 80s with a different singer.
Yeah. Now, you had the solo album, School of Hard Knocks. Is there any plans for another one of those? 'Cause that was another great release.
I will be making one, I think. I just, not at the moment. We're too busy with the new album.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I will be making another solo album, definitely, yeah.
Cool. Now, how will Saxon and Uriah Heep decide who goes on first, because it's co-headlining, right? So it's like...
Yeah, well, it's mostly down to the promoters, really.
Okay.
You know, whoever they think is bigger in that town, really.
Okay.
You know, so yeah, we're pretty used to doing that. You know, we've done it before in America, and we've done it a couple of times back in the day in the UK and Europe. So it's pretty all right. You know, I mean, as long as people get in early to see both bands, that's really all that counts, really, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely. Now, two albums I find myself going back to and listening all the time are Denim and Leather and Wheels of Steel. Why do you think those two releases have struck such a chord with the fans?
I think because Wheels of Steel was the first sort of definitive album of the 80s, you know, that started all that new wave of British heavy metal movement. You know, Maiden's first album, you know, Killers. There were big moments in British music because there's a slight change in style a little bit. So, yeah, I mean, and Denim and Leather really, that album really sums up that period from 1980 to 1983, you know, in the UK, what was happening there. And, you know, those albums were loved by, you know, I think most American teenagers at the time that were thinking about being in a band were listening to those albums. So, you know, that's where the influences come from, really.
Yeah, definitely. I'm one of them. Yeah, I used to sit there and jam to those over and over and over, man, I tell you.
Yeah.
So now they're coming out with they're going to make a new Spinal Tap movie. Do you got any yeah, they're supposed to start filming this year. Do you have any recent Spinal Tap moment that should probably go in the movie, you think?
Oh, there's all bands have Spinal Tap moments.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, not just bands. I think everybody has Spinal Tap moments, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, just doing daft, silly things, really, isn't it? It's just being silly. But yeah, I mean, you know, we've all fallen off stage, and we've all sort of, you know, had power cuts. And I mean, last time we played London, we had a lighting power cut, not the sound but the lighting.
Oh.
So I asked everybody to get their mobile phones out, and I had my mobile phone on my face. So we did the rest of the song with just mobile phone lights, which was pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
And then the power came back on, but that would be pretty good with the Spinal Tap, actually.
Yeah, you should do write a ballad just for that. Turn off all the lights and have everybody use their phone lights.
But in the Spinal Tap, if somebody sort of fell over a cable or something, and the power went off, it would have to be something funny. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Now, where can people find out? Where's the best place to find out what Saxon's up to, where the tour's heading, and all that stuff?
If you go on Facebook or Instagram, we're on there. We're on Twitter as well, and obviously we've got a website. But most people now find us on Facebook or Instagram. If you just put in Saxon band UK into any.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Okay.
If you just put in Saxon band UK into any of the search engines, Google or any of those, will come up. You'll find all our websites and Facebook sites and all the social media, merchandising shop, and everything on there. Yeah.
Awesome. So we played There's Something in Roswell. Is there a track you'd like to go out of the interview with from the new album?
Yeah, you can go out with Madame Guillotine. That would be great.
Awesome. Is there a story behind this song?
Well, it's about the French Revolution, and it's about the the Queen of France getting a head chopped off, Marie Antoinette.
Nice.
So it's a pretty gruesome subject matter. But I did the chorus a little bit more like Alice Cooper, like that sort of I want to be elected type thing.
Oh, yeah.
So check it out, Madame Guillotine. It's great.
Awesome. Well, Biff, it's been an honor as usual to talk to you, and the album's awesome. Can't wait to see you guys out on tour with Uriah Heep coming up in May. So
we actually start on April the 23rd in Fort Lauderdale. So it's a long tour, and I think we might come back in November, do a few more shows on the West Coast. So there's a lot of plans in the offing. We'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to spin this record, and it's been an honor to have you on the show.
Yeah, great. Nice being there.